Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Do you know why I'm here?
You are asking me questions.
36 questions. Lightning fast.
Okay, all right.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. What was your first thought this morning?
My first thought this morning was, I'm late. My alarm went off late.
No. Well, you're here now.
I'm here now. That's right. I wasn't late for work, so that's good.
Where are we?
We are in beautiful downtown Grand Haven. This is my office in the courthouse. And we're in downtown Grand Haven, Michigan.
Nice. Are there other courthouses in our county?
Yes, the Circuit Court has a courthouse in West Olive. District Court has a courthouse here in Grand Haven in this building, as well as Holland and Hudsonville. But we are the Circuit Court.
Okay. And looking around your office, I'm seeing a lot of old things.
Yes.
Is there anything
Stuff my wife likes me to keep here instead of at home sometimes. I like antiques. Old stuff.
Well, antiques, is anything over 100 years old?
Yeah. This clock is over 100 years old. So this is an awesome Seth Thomas clock. And again, my wife doesn't really love how it sounds, but I like it, and I need to wind it up. It's currently not 12:30, so it does work though. It works great. We like a lot of old things here and old records. So yeah, let me show you around.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's tour the office. The building is not old though. This building is actually built in 2009.
Okay. And you mentioned that we had a really great view up here.
Yes.
How many floors up are we?
So we're on the third floor now. We're overlooking downtown Grand Haven. This is Washington Avenue, Dewey Hill up there on the top. We have the Grand Haven Channel. It's a beautiful spot for our staff to do a lot of work. They get a lot of work done here. As you can see, there's a lot of, these are all records getting ready to be shipped, I think, off-site storage. So.
Yeah, and with it being 3 floors up, I have to know, are you an elevator guy or a stairs guy?
Ooh, I'm an elevator guy, yes. Take the stairs down sometimes.
There you go. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, I am seeing a ton of files behind you. We need to know, what is the clerk's role in the district court?
Yeah. So the circuit court, actually. So we are the keeper of the circuit court records. So all of the filings, everything that comes into the circuit court comes through the clerk's office. And we have a relationship with our judges, obviously, where we provide them with all of their case files. But when they're done with a case, they give it back to us. And this is the records room here. This is actually the recent court records, where cases are basically more current. We also have off-site storage, which we have a ton of records dating back to 1837. So a lot of paper. We are also digital, but we still keep a lot of paper records as well.
Okay. And when I think about courts, I always think about the juries. Does your office have anything to do with the jurors?
Definitely. So we are in charge of summoning the jurors, essentially providing the jury notice that you might get in the mail, as well as handling all of those requests for juror dismissal. We provide juror payment when they come to the court, so we do a lot of jury facilitation as well.
Yeah, no kidding. And have you had the honor of being a juror?
I have not.
Oh.
I've always wanted to be on a jury. I could summon myself maybe, but technically I can't do that, so sorry.
We'll keep it legal.
It's totally random. The selection of jurors is actually random, and it's done by a random computer algorithm and a program that's all separate, and that's cool.
And so is the circuit court records, are they separated into different divisions?
Yes, so our circuit court records have 4 major divisions, so family, civil, criminal, and domestic divisions. So those are really all the main case types of the circuit court. And those are kind of our team is separated into those divisions.
That makes sense. So if we break it down, what does the criminal team do?
So criminal team is handling a lot of felony cases, obviously cases that are what we call bound up from the district court. So the lower level court will send up the felony cases to the district level, to the circuit level. Also things that come from the prosecutor's office, right, directly. So we're handling those kinds of things, the criminal team.
That makes sense, but can I ask about the stuffed animal behind you?
Yes, the stuffed animal behind us is Bucky the Beaver.
Oh.
So we have an awesome court seal that was formed in 1837, still the same seal that we use today, and it has a beaver on the seal. So Bucky is actually our mascot, and he sits on the desk of the person, a latest recipient of our All-Star Award.
Oh, nice.
So Amy has received a number of these awards, but basically it's just honoring our staff for the awesome customer service work that they do. And that is a quarterly award. So
Awesome. Well, Amy looks like she is a rock star. I see a few of those awards over there.
I agree. She is awesome.
Okay, and next on the list, you mentioned the family division. What do they do?
So family division does adoption and name change cases. They do all the juvenile cases that come through our circuit court, as well as abuse and neglect cases, unfortunately. So it's a lot of volume on that side as well.
Yeah, and an adoption hearing. Have you ever been able to listen in on one of those?
Yes. Yeah, I've been present for adoptions, and that is really a moving thing. It's really a cool opportunity for our team. One of the positive things that we get to do here in Circuit Court Records.
I can only imagine. But on the flip side, it seems like your team deals with a lot of heavy responsibilities. What do you guys do for fun?
So we like to eat. We like potlucks. We like coming together around a meal, I think, as a team. This is a really hardworking team at Circuit Court Records, and I think they're really pretty close-knit. We also have a lot of discussions about ways of thinking outside the box, ways that we can do things differently. So I think those are two of the real things that our team enjoys doing for fun.
Yeah, everybody loves food.
I agree.
Let's see. Then we also have the domestic division. What cases do they handle?
So domestic cases are basically divorce cases or personal protection order cases, anything that would arise out of a domestic dispute. And that's a lot of volume for this team here in Grand Haven. It's about 1,500 cases a year. About 900 or so, 800 to 900 personal protection orders come to the domestic division team, and they're handling all of that.
Wow, that's a ton. And we've been talking a lot about cases. Do you have a favorite TV show or movie that has to do with the courts?
I am a Law and Order SVU guy all the way.
Dun,
yes,
dun.
I mean, it's a quality show. You can't go wrong with Law and Order.
All right, I think we have one last division, and it's
There's a wall here.
your civil division. What do they do?
Civil division handles basically all of our interpersonal disputes revolving around money or contract disputes, for example. So any case that involves over $25,000 is automatically a civil case involving money.
Man, so lawsuits.
Yeah, a lot of lawsuits, and there are about 400 cases a year.
Wow. And looking around where you're right now, it looks like you have a lot of space for customer service. Can someone come up and ask for legal advice?
No legal advice here. Sorry, you have to go down to the second floor. We have a legal self-help center. It definitely facilitates a lot of that. But unfortunately, one of the things we can't do by law is provide any legal advice to anybody at our counters.
But I've heard you can do a lot here. What can you do?
Yes. So this is really where it happens on the customer service side. So anytime you are filing a case, if you're filing a domestic or civil case, or you have to go and pay a fine, you're asking for a personal protection order, all of that happens at these windows. And this team is phenomenal. They provide a great customer service every day for a lot of people.
And can anybody come and request court records?
So yeah, you can. Court records are public records, so definitely available to be requested. In fact, we have a file room here where public can actually walk in and view court files. We can also answer those requests a lot of times online as well. So we're submitting digital documents back and forth all the time.
Well, you've been awesome today. I have one last question.
Okay.
When is closing time?
Closing time, 5 o'clock usually.
Okay.
It's currently 6:15, but that's okay. So I think we are done for the day.